My name is Bill. I'm going to be redoing my pool deck with Encore Cool deck coating. I've already cleaned the deck area with a brush, swept it nice and clean. Today I'm going to do the triple crown compound as per the directions. It's nice and cool. It's the day after Christmas, December 26, 2021. I have the pressure washer set up and ready to go outdoors, and we'll be spraying the deck with the triple crown. All the deck surfaces have been repaired and are ready to be retreated and resurfaced. So we'll get started. The temperature this morning was 60 degrees when I came out around 8 o'clock in the morning. The high temperature is supposed to be 80 today, maybe 81. Swept it nice and clean. Today I'm going to do the triple crown compound as per the directions. It's nice and cool. It's the day after Christmas, December 26, 2021. I have the pressure washer set up and ready to go outdoors, and we'll be spraying the deck with the triple crown. All the deck surfaces have been repaired. Okay, this is Bill again. I've sprayed 3 gallons of triple crown. This is roughly 600 square feet of surface that's going to be refinished. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Temperature is probably 70 degrees now. I'll wait till noon and then clean this off with the pressure washer. And I'll be using a washing tip, not a high pressure tip. See you again. Okay, it's Bill again, doing the resurfacing with the Encore Cool pool deck surface. Just finished pressure washing the triple crown cleaner off. I went around this twice, did a really good job. Second time, a lot more stains came out. All the rust spots are gone. Any grease spots are gone. Looks really good, nice and clean. Tomorrow we can start putting down the cool surface. It's getting to be about 75, 76 degrees in the afternoon. It's 1:30. See you again. Good morning, everyone. It's Bill again. Getting ready to resurface the pool deck. Today's day 2. Yesterday we cleaned it with triple crown cleaner. Pressure washed it a couple times. Came out really clean. Looks really good. I think I've got everything I need to do the job. Got the cool surface chemicals, the Bare Ultra primer, paint primer, sorry. Masking tape, got rollers, paintbrush, all things like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to tape around all the edges, tape off the drain, tape off the pool cage areas that I don't want to get this on, tape off the coping around the pool. That's probably the hardest part of the whole project, is the taping off, masking. I expect that to take me a couple hours. All right, here we go. The temperature today is, let's see, it's December 27th. The temperature this morning right now is 60 degrees. It's supposed to go up to 81 today. Okay, it's Bill again. I got most of my masking, taping done. Tried to tape around the pool, make a cleaner edge, but the tape's not sticking to the coping. Most because it's still cool and a little bit moist. It's almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I went around with a thermometer and checked the digital thermometer, checked the temperatures. And the pool deck ranges from 57 to 65 degrees. The sun's coming over, hitting some of the concrete and then going into the shade. And now there's moisture building. I'm not going to start this till this afternoon when the surface gets dry. And warmer, probably when it gets to be around 70 degrees all the way around. This spot here where the sun just hit was in the shade a few minutes ago is particularly wet. So we'll have to wait for it all to dry out. We'll probably start around 2 o'clock this afternoon and hopefully be able to get the whole thing done in 3 hours before it gets dark. Hi, it's Bill again. It's December 27th. I'm trying to resurface the pool today with Encore Cool for pools. Resurface the deck. Having a little bit of issue with some moisture around. About half of the pool deck is totally dry. There's a few areas that still have some moisture on. It's probably 75 degrees outside right now. Part of the pool deck is as low as 63 degrees in the shady parts here. And that's where it's still a little damp. So I'm going to start in the dry areas. From this point on is 70 degrees or warmer and completely dry. All the way down here. And this whole area here is all dry and warm. So that's where I'm going to start, this side of the pool. And then this afternoon, we'll get around to the other side. Hey everybody, it's Bill. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, December 27th. Got a lot warmer today than I expected. Air temperature was up to 90 degrees today. Okay, so I've used one bucket of Encore Cool. And I've done one coat, 2/3 of my project. Pretty much done to this point. I've got this left to do. I'm tired. It's late in the afternoon. That's all I'm going to do today. It's coming out very well. It's going on very well. Trying to put it on heavy for the first coat as recommended. That area by the sliding glass doors is all done already. The first coat. I think it's time for a beer. We'll come back tomorrow. Probably have to start around noon again tomorrow. Being that the wet side is the side that I have to do. That I have to complete. The first coat. Good morning. This is Bill again. It's December 28th. Doing the Encore coatings project on my approximately 600 square feet of pool deck. Overnight, it looks like we had some condensation dripping off of the pool cage on the ends, dripped down onto the floor. And you can see that spot right there from where the water hit it. Seems to have done a little bit of damage. I blotted up the water with paper towel. There's a couple other spots around. There's another one. I'm really concerned about this area right here because as you can see it's shaded and then the sun hits here, and this corner seems to get quite a bit of condensation on it. In the morning I'm hoping the Encore coating does not come up based on what the water did to the other areas. So So I'll wait till about noon today before I start doing any more to make sure there's no damage from the condensation. Okay, December 28th, continuing the previous video, talking about condensation. Okay, this is coat number 1 of the Encore coating. I also did the step outside, which previously was not coated. It's just bare concrete. The surface looks fantastic. I like the finish. Has a little bit of grainy to it, but not much. We chose what's called vanilla milkshake. It's a white. It's pretty bright, but our previous floor was white. My wife loved it. So we're sticking with that, and we know we can clean it easily. So I contacted Encore Coatings, and Jeff responded pretty quickly. He suggested that I put a fan on this area that has a tendency to get condensation when the sun comes up and hits it. It does feel a little moist over here, but I turned the fan on. Hopefully it'll help dry it out real quick. Doesn't look like there's any damage going on or getting loose, but I'm going to leave it alone until noontime or better. This area I haven't finished yet. I haven't gotten one coat on. Ran out of time yesterday. It feels a little moist too, so I'm going to wait for the sun to dry that out. I'll work on other areas that are completely dry. This should be completely dry by noontime and ready to finish. The sun is coming up. It's about 10:30 in the morning. So I just have to wait for this surface to heat up and it'll dry. Hi, it's Bill again. It's afternoon now, December 28th. After contacting Jeff, he suggested that I let this Encore Cool deck coating number 1 sit for a day. "75 degrees is the current surface temperature of the deck. Everything looks good. Doesn't look like the moisture from the morning bothered the surface any. Looks really good. Jeff suggested that I let it all sit for a day before I put the second coat on. So I'm going to follow his advice. Let it cure really well. Its temperature's 69 in the shade. And that was temperature of the surface that I didn't finish yet. So I'm really happy. Pretty sure we'll be really successful tomorrow when I go and put the second coat on. See temperature of this in the sun. 75 degrees. Good morning, everyone. It's Bill. Putting on the resurfacing with a Encore Cool pool deck. This is day 3. Yesterday we took a day off due to moisture and get some advice from Jeff at Encore Coatings, who suggested we let this cure for a day before we go any further due to moisture. We had high humidity. Temperature this morning is 60 degrees. The deck itself, this area that doesn't get much sun in the morning, is 60 degrees. You can feel a little dampness on it right now. We won't do any work to that till this afternoon. Today we're going to concentrate under there. It doesn't get much moisture under there. It's very dry this morning. And that's 65 degrees in there. That's a protected area with a roof and everything over it. So we'll start there today and then move out, go into this area, put a second coat on that area, and then hopefully this afternoon we'll be able to work this side. We are having some issues with it taking a long time to dry. It might be the evening humidity, but we'll try it out, see what happens. Hi, this is Bill again, December 29th, continuing the Encore Cool pool deck coating. I started cutting in the second time in this one eye area. I just did a temperature check of the surface at 68 degrees. Out here the pool deck in the shade is 64 degrees. Over there in the sunshine it's 66, 67 degrees. I did some cutting in work out here also. This area is really dry, so I think I can start rolling this area and continuing through this area, rolling on the second coat. And then by then it should be probably 11 o'clock and might be able to work the other areas. Hello everyone, it's Bill again. Just wanted to give you a final update on the Encore Cool resurfacing on my deck. I gotta tell you, it looks really good now that it's completed. We had some problems brought on by ourselves, using the wrong paint, with a little patience, letting it cure. Took extra hours, extra days, but came out good. In the end, we ended up using A100 paint with Jeff's advice for our final coat. Came out very well. Put the sealer on. Has a nice kind of a shine with the sealer on. The finish is great. Got a little bit of a rough grit to it, but doesn't feel rough on your feet, but it has no slip to it. So really happy with the way it came out. A little dirty right now. It's been 5 or 6 days. So everything's good. I'd like to thank Jeff for all his help from Encore Coatings. Help keeping my head in the game.